Hey everybody, it's mid-December here. It's Glenn McCormick from the Justin Ever Real Estate team. Hope everybody's doing great and enjoying the approaching holidays. Well, I'm in total holiday mode, I gotta admit, but still working, and it's more about my appearance. I'm looking a little disheveled, growing a beard. I know it can take a little while before these things start looking a little bit cleaner and tighter. I'm also wearing a hoodie. I was gonna change, but I decided I want to wear this to show and tell something here. This was the River's Edge Ultra. Walked last year in 2024, 100 kilometers. I did all on foot in one go, 17 and a half hours. And I tried to do something similar this year. But you know what? My training just fell off the wagon and I just let myself go. And so I wanted to just kind of publicly say that and let you know that 2026, I'm going to be back at it. Going to be doing these crazy ultra runs, going to be trying to be better and stronger than I was before. And it's going to take some effort, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to it. Now, let's talk about the market. December, right now, the market is very cold. If you're a buyer, you know, it's a great buyer's market, but I gotta say, there's not a lot of buyers taking advantage of things right now. It seems like a lot of buyers have disappeared. Maybe they're waiting until after the holidays. That seems to be a typical, traditional kind of thing that buyers tend to do. When we look at the numbers here, look at November versus November. So this year we had 1,553 sales. Last year in November, 1,793. So it's a pretty big difference there. Our inventory is a little bit down, and the average price, is pretty much the same when we look at average price year over year, but the benchmark price is where it's at, and that has come down. So we're looking at last year it was 586,200. This year 559,000. Now that's for all property types. Different properties have different stories going on. Detached seems to be a little bit stronger right now than other facets of the market. For example, condos, townhomes, apartments, those are a little bit rougher. But right now, overall, we are 4.6% down in price versus a year ago. Sales are 13.4% down over a year ago. But the only silver lining here that we're looking at is, there's a couple if we really want to stretch it out. New listings are down 3.3%. Very small number, but hey, at least we're not getting as much inventory hitting the market now. We still have a lot of inventory to exhaust. We have 5,581 homes for sale. That's up 28.2% versus last year. Our days on market is about 49. The average is 49, and months of supply 3.59. So it would take 3.6 months essentially to exhaust all the inventory out there if all of the sales were to remain the same. All right, now interest rates are down. That's one other silver lining thing we could look at. Interest rates are down, although the Bank of Canada did decide to hold their rate for this month's announcement, and that was based on more positive than they thought job numbers, stuff like that. Now, I've heard some other people say a lot of these positive job numbers are due to a lot of part-time jobs that tend to appear during the Christmas season. So we'll see what the next jobs report is going to look like. I've seen other reports, specifically from ATB, saying that they don't expect much of any kind of rate drop next year, more of a rate hold in 2026 with possible rate increase depending on how things go with inflation. With real estate, I can't see there being much inflation. Not in Calgary, not in Alberta, but we'll see, maybe elsewhere. But overall, yes, market is cold. Buyers, wake up. Now's your chance. Get some homes, buy some homes, buy at least one home. How about that? Take advantage of the good rates that there are now. They're probably not going to get much better. We may see a quarter point decrease, but I don't know when. They need to see some job numbers down, all that other stuff. Okay, I think a big factor right now with where the buyers are at, there's a lot of competition we have with between resale but also new homes. It's really attractive to buy a new home, right? You get a fancy new home, you get the fancy warranty and all that stuff, which is actually useless. I shouldn't be saying that, but it really is, I would say that right now, there's a better chance of your new home being built better quality than years past because things are slower. So they're not just relying on weekend warrior crews to build a house. Now they're down to their best staff, their best contractors are building a home. Now that's not a guarantee, but I would say I'm more trustworthy. I'm more trusting of new homes now than in previous years when things were going crazy. But here's the other pitfall with buying a new home. If you put a down payment and you commit to a new home now, when it's built next year, the bank's gonna send an appraiser in, and it better come up with the same value that you're paying. Otherwise, guess what? You have to come up with the difference. I had it happen to me and my wife, which sucked. We had a week left and we had to come up with $28,000. Not an easy task. So beware when you are buying new. There's a lot of perks, but resale has a lot of perks too, and you don't have to usually worry about coming up with an extra, who knows, tens of thousands of dollars. I've heard of much worse case scenarios than I had. So there's that. All right, so let's see how the rest of the Christmas season plays out. I don't expect a lot of sales happening, but what I look forward to, what I hope in the new year here, especially in January, see a little picking up in this market here. We got to see people get out there, buy some homes. Good deals out there, good interest rates. All right, we'll talk to you soon, and Merry Christmas to everybody.